Alright, so there's been some interesting news regarding Bethesda lately. They have announced that they are not doing any more Skyrim content, which is really unfortunate because I thought they were working on Redguard, but apparently they're not anymore, or it would seem that they aren't because they haven't indicated that they are actually making it. But, it's disappointing because I thought it was a thing. I really did, and I was super excited because personally I want the next Elder Scrolls game to be set in Hammerfell because I think that it would be a really, really fantastic locale that gets away from kind of the foresty climates of the last two games, being Oblivion and Skyrim. So I would like that, and I realized there was a game that was made a long time ago. It was like a spin-off game, but I'd rather go into the next gen Hammerfell and see what they do with it. So I was kind of excited just to see what a taste of it would be with Redguard, but since that isn't happening, I don't know. I'm kind of, it's really, I'm sad because there's no more Skyrim content, but at the same time, I want them to branch out with something else, make some more money, and then make the Elder Scrolls 6. I don't want them to just keep making Skyrim DLC because, eventually you'd get sick of the game, right? Skyrim has lasted me over 500 hours at this point, and it's great. It's a fantastic game, but at what point do you say goodbye to that and then start looking towards like the sequel game that adds all the improvements to it rather than just expands on the current game? So, I think this is kind of a logical thing because it's very reminiscent of Oblivion when they did the Knights of the Nine and the Shivering Isles DLCs, very similar to what Bethesda did with Skyrim, being Dawnguard and Dragonborn. So they gave us the big quest line, then they gave us the new map as well in the other DLC, and it's pretty reminiscent. It's exactly what they did, and I'm okay with that. It's a lot more than most developers would do, and I think they put a lot of polish into them, and they really wanted to bring us some decent content, so that's totally fine with me. Now, moving on to other Bethesda news, they've been releasing these teasers for an upcoming game that they may or may not have announced, because we don't know what game it is. So, yeah, they've released two teasers. One is a record spinning, and it was from... the record has the name of Johann Sebastian Bach's, and it's the song Air on the G String. So... I don't know. Like, apparently he did some stuff for Fallout 4. Not for Fallout 4, Fallout 3. And I guess that people are speculating that, but at the same time, they also went on Twitter, and it was Pete Hines who actually completely debunked any possibility of Fallout 4. Basically, he just said guess again. So everyone's saying, oh, I guess it can't be Fallout 4, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a bunch of friendly trolling, because, that's happened in the past. Game developers have been known to do that, and come on, it's Twitter. Twitter! It's not exactly the most reputable source for information. Anyone can post whatever they want on there. If you're a part of a company or something, your thoughts and opinions don't reflect the company, so he's free to do whatever he wants. And by all means, he could possibly just be trolling everyone, and if it turns out to be Fallout 4, that's neat. I guess that's neat. That's great. Personally, I would rather Fallout 4 wait about a year and a half to 2 years before being announced, because I want to see a Fallout game on the next gen consoles, because I think that it's a bit limited right now as to what Fallout 4 could be if it was on the current hardware, specifically the 360. Because I think that hardware just kind of limits what people can do with games at this point when you look at the new games coming out for them right now. So I would rather wait for it to be a next gen. So if they don't announce it, I'm not going to be sad about that or anything, because I love Fallout, but I want it to be the best it possibly can. I don't want it to get that Assassin's Creed thing where it's kind of being released every year like a sports game. So, and... yeah, and then the second video was some sunflowers burning, and there was some mysterious figure in the background. You couldn't see his face. He had this button-down shirt. It was wide open for his glorious abs or whatever, and there's some buildings in the background, and one of the buildings on the left side, it has some words on it, but you can't make them out. It's just kind of like letters and some of them have been like cut off by other things and stuff. So I don't know, but I know there's like a C in there and some other things. It almost looks like correctional facility or something. So what I'm kind of thinking is it's going to be some type of game that involves a prison in some way, because just based on the teasers that they put out there too. I don't know why. That's like a hunch that I have. So we'll see what it ends up being. Like, I'm thinking about other games that Bethesda has in development right now. They've got Prey 2, but that doesn't really fit. And, you know, Prey 2 has been in development hell for God knows how long. I mean, Prey came out how long? I was a kid when that game came out. I was, like, way younger than I am now, and that game's old. So I don't know anyone who's saying, like, oh, we need Prey 2. Prey 1 was amazing. Like, it kind of... I didn't like it. I don't think it was amazing, so I don't think there's a big high demand for it, and I don't think Bethesda would bother to put out teasers for that game. And then there's Doom 4. That's also in development hell, I think. If it's even being made, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that game. It's like... Yeah, I don't think it's that. Doesn't look like that, at least at all, like in the slightest. So, and they also are working on one more project. It's a survival horror project. It's called Project Zwei. I really don't know how to say that. It's spelled Zwei, and they announced it last year. They haven't really given any reveal though or information. So if this is that project, it would kind of go with it a bit more if it was like a survival horror game, because just the little teasers they've put out there's kind of like that whole natural stuff, and this kind of like really they're creepy teasers. They're really creepy. I mean, you have burning flowers and barbed wire and this really crackly record. It's like that is a little creepy, and there's like weird guy in the background. So if it's any of those, it's gonna be that one, because it just suits it the most. But it could also be in totally new IP. We don't know that, so we're going to have to wait and see. But I think it's really interesting that they would have the balls to put out a new teaser right after they say, yeah, we're done Skyrim. But, yeah. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what it is, because it's going to be interesting either way. What are your thoughts on it? Please let me know. I'd be very appreciative if you would. And I would also be very appreciative if you would give this video a like in order to get this news and stuff out there and make me internet famous, I guess, or something. And also go over to my channel and subscribe, because, you know, that'd be cool. And you could see more of my stuff. So, I am Patty Jack. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.